Muy buenas a todos, estamos con Kikis, el younger de Team Vitality, que desafortunadamente acaba de quedarse fuera de grupos. First of all, Kikis, thank you so much for the interview. I know that this may be a bad time for you to deal with the situation, but obviously it's very thankful for us to have you here after the loss. I'd like to ask you, overall, how do you feel right now? Because I've seen some of your teammates and I think you're handling it pretty well.
It's my job to do interviews as well. I owe it to the fans to give as much screen time, I guess, as I can. Losing like this, like winning against both probably the best team in that tournament and then previous World Championship team. It felt really good, but then in the end we failed to provide. And when you're so close to achieving something, and then you know something is in your hands, you're really hungry for it. And when you lose it, it was really hard for everyone. I already had I was pretty emo mode for the first half an hour. Now I guess I just try to not think about it because I don't really wanna cry or whatever. I just wanna chill and reflect on it when I'm in a better mood, I guess. But yeah, everyone was pretty crushed because it just means everything to us since we have been doing so well and playing so well that I really thought we can make it far in this tournament, that we can make it out of groups and then we can go semis as well, because I thought that's my year and that's EU's year as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you had an absolutely great performance. How did you prepare for the day today with all the games from your group? Because obviously you beat Genji and it was a bit shocking already, but obviously you were the first team to defeat Real Never Give Up. So please tell me, how did you prepare for this day and how did the team feel after that win?
So we had the 3 days we played one game each on every day. And then we had the off day that we didn't play any games. So yesterday we used all of our time to play a few solo queues, and then the rest of it just to prepare both mentally and both the drafts and plan for the game. And we used a few hours on that, and we felt pretty comfortable with what we prepared, and we showed it in games, our tactics as well. So yeah, because of the preparation, I was I felt it in my bones 100%. We're gonna win against RNG, and then I was certain we're gonna win at least 2 games out of the 3. I just didn't know if it's gonna be Genji or C9. It was Genji, and then after I guess we ran out of juice for C9, and we failed to provide. But yeah, it's harder to prepare against 3 different teams for one day, but I think we did it well, and preparation wasn't really a problem.
I think one of the main characteristics of Team Vitality is precisely your confidence. I've seen it in your social media and even in your games. You are always very aggressive, very decisive. Where do you think that confidence comes from? Because I think it's one of the main things that people like about Team Vitality.
I think it's just our personalities, and also if one guy is confident, and if few people are confident, then everyone will be confident, right? And we just make identity out of our team, and since everyone seems to be a confident person and player, that matches our playstyle for everyone to play really aggressive as well. So I think it's just a good match, and we are not afraid to write or show it in our games that we are confident, because we are here for a reason and we are here for a win. We're one of the best players in our region and our roles overall in the world as well. So yeah, I think it's justified.
I think your storyline actually is quite amazing, because you started the year obviously outside the LCS, going to the European Masters Finals against Origin, and then you got picked by Team Vitality, and actually I think it's your first Worlds experience, because you didn't go with G2 Esports in 2016, and you've been playing almost professionally since Season 1, so have you reflected a bit about this path that you've taken in this year, or is just something that you don't think about?
My career is pretty weird. It's quite a story, to be honest. Going up and down, LCS, then going Challenger Series, LCS again, and then getting winning EU LCS, and then getting kicked out, and then getting relegated. But yeah, after getting relegated with Monkeys, my career was really in the darkness. I was deep in the Polish scene, just playing there. I was stomping people, right? But still, I was playing in the Polish scene. And then I decided to role swap at one point because I just thought that's the correct decision. And then I showed good at EU Masters. I made people know that I'm still available, like I'm still trying. Like I never give up, even though I had some dark times in my career. Like I never gave up. I was still spamming solo queue and like making sure if opportunity arrives, then I'm gonna be ready to play. So I didn't take like a 1 week off, for example, and then didn't play solo queue. Like I wanted to be ready every single week until the deadline. And then yeah, Vitality contacted me sometime before the deadline, like in the summer, and I instantly took it. And since I was ready, I showed my charisma and my skill, my experience and game knowledge since game one. And yeah, until then, it's everyone knows the story.
Have you thought about what you're going to do on your off-season, or maybe you didn't plan it that much because you obviously were in Worlds?
I mean, I have just personal stuff to take care of, like a driving license, and then taking care of my apartment because I bought one this year, and then like catching up with friends, and then like maybe eye surgery or whatever. There's just a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be pretty busy as well. But I just need to be prepared for the next season, since I have little time in the off season to do like personal, real life stuff.
I know this might be difficult to answer because obviously we don't know the future of the ULCS with the franchise system and everything, but would you like to keep with this lineup after all the success that you have in Worlds and the ULCS?
Yeah, I think if we keep the same lineup, we're gonna dominate Europe. Like top 2 is pretty certain, maybe even I would say, because we here in 1 month we learned so much by both scrimming against top teams in the like entire world, and also playing solo queue with all those players as well, because the solo queue quality went up, right? Because from every player, like best players from every region came, so we had opportunity as well to learn. And on stage games as well, I think we gained so much that it's huge advantage coming the next season, even though it's a few months away. So yeah, I think if we stay together, we're gonna be really strong in Europe.
Do you think that it will be beneficial to have more international competition to improve as a player by clashing against the best in the world more often?
I think it just the decision that I made doesn't really help. Like the system we have, the league doesn't really help to have international tournaments, because in CS, for example, in the circuit or whatever, we have like a major every, like, I don't even know, 1 month, 2 months, whatever. So like where all teams meet, but with how it's currently going, I don't think we're gonna see really more international tournaments. I think it's gonna be the same amount, and then it's just gonna stay this way. But it has upsides as well, that people are more hyped since it's so rare. And yeah, it generates more hype, and the regions can have their own meta, since they don't get to practice against other regions so often.
Unfortunately, you haven't advanced to the quarterfinals, but G2 and Fnatic are in a good position to do so. What do you think about their chances?
I think both teams will make out of groups. I think like one of them, like for sure makes semis. I'm counting on Fnatic, but like G2, surprisingly I think for people as well, have been playing well, like pretty well. But yeah, I think like even though like we are out, but I think all the 3 teams, like it's EU year as well, and not only LPL, because I think we showed it already, and I think it's gonna keep going that way.
And finally, is there any message that you would like to send to your fans or Team Vitality fans that may be watching this interview?
I said it already a few times, but just thank you everyone for supporting. I'm really sorry that we failed to provide to get out of groups, but yeah, sometimes it just happens. I think we still had a good showing, and I hope you guys are proud of us, and now you continue supporting the rest of the EU teams going into the other group days, and then hopefully quarters and semis.
So once again, Kikis, thank you very much for the interview. I know this may have been a hard time for you, so that's even more thankful for us. For the rest of us, podéis seguir el contenido de Esportmaniacos en esportmaniacos.com y las entrevistas en el canal de YouTube de Esportmaniacos.